So venye alitoka hivi ndo zile sasa inani hit sasa ile ya what the hell. Like this is a whole human thing. And I wailed like a baby.
Yeah, okay.
Nililia before mto yali.
Alafu nini, what happens to the placenta your time? Haukuamua tu
kuweka kwa fridge tukule baadaye.
Yeah, inafaa kudishiwa.
I know. Really? I am a hippie. Wase udishi.
Yeah, inafaa kudishiwa kwanza raw.
Wase udishi.
Yeah, apparently has some very good whatever.
Yeah, placenta is really? Extremely healthy. Even in animals, that's what do you think hata dogi na kula firstborn, for example?
So kabla tuanze show acha nikuremind, ingia linebet.com, tumia promo code IKONINI and you get 100% bonus. Na kwa unashindwa hii 100% bonus kai inakuja na tax inakuja tax free. So cheki mic, ini 100% bonus ya the same mic. linebet.com, promo code IKONINI.
So nilikuwa nataka to rewind back to your childhood.
Yeah.
So watoi watatu.
Tuko tatu
Sister ndio mbigi?
Yes.
Alafu nyuma bro wawili. So setup kama hiyo ilikuwaje? Cause kiasi naangaliaga life yangu alafu unajua mother kuna vile kuna vitu sister alikuwa na do.
Okay.
Si tulikuwa 2 sisters, 4 brothers
Okay.
But saizi tumebaki ni 1 sister 3 brothers. Nililose wawili along the way. But yo nini like nilikuwa najuaga kuna vitu sister anaweza fanya na kuna vitu sisi tulikuwa na too much freedom. Sijui.
Yeah. Uko katikati hapo.
Mimi ni last.
Ni last. Okay.
Si kama boy tulikuwa na too much freedom.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, unaweza do so many things. Yeah. So I mean, for in our home, so my sister yangu alikuwa shule Ocha actually for a while. So akakam Nairobi akiwa just before in the high school.
Okay.
Kalenda Alliance. So alikam akiwa 13. So ilikuwa tu mimi na bro mostly. But yeah, I mean there was so much freedom, kina do from para rovi to kaizo.
Yeah.
As boys too, yani there's so much you can do around. Ilikuwa tu a lot of fun, to be honest. Ilikuwa natengeza magita na Kasuku teens. Your time to the ball rounders hapo, football. It was just a lot of fun. Then when my sister came, actually she's one of my biggest influences in terms of music. So there's my dad. When alikuwa nasikiza Ohangla na Malingala every day. So zikaingia tu ndani shwip. Then now my sister akakam sasa na hiyo urban style of music. Alikuwa napenda rock sana. So akakam hiyo time kulikuwa na rock was I think the number 1 genre in the world hiyo time.
Yeah.
Ukisikiza unakuwa Rick Dees.
On the weekly top 5CK. Yo mwikumbuka sana mpaka nakumbuka brought to you by Toss.
By the way ilikuwa Toss.
The weekly top 40.
Ilikuwa si kwa na misio show every Saturday, ilikuwa kama ritual. Naosha gari ya budangu Saturday from kwanza naosha manguo. Nilikuwa naosha manguo juu kwa madangu alisema mambo ya mboch after mlikuwa kubwa umefika huko ngapi uko 10 years hakuna mambo ya mbocha hapo, you're a big boy. So mambo ya mbocha ilikuwa so ilikuwa naosha manguo on Saturday morning. So imekuja bunch ya budangu zangu za sister na za bro ni mdogo. So bro ndo alikuwa na pass because he's the youngest. So naosha nguo naambia wewe enda uhanguo. Rebellious siendi naambia enda uhanguo alafu anaenda kijamu. But hiyo time alikuwa anasikia tu Rick Dees, but Rick Dees was really influenced by my sister a lot. So your rock genre your time ama R&B your time pia kina Destiny's Child it was huge. Maya your vibes too. So it's just honestly your time was just heavenly, to be honest.
Na sister kwako nasema ali grow up hiyo time ali spend primary yake Ocha alikamaje kupenda rock kuzocha
That is a
sinafikiria
good
ni
question.
goegi nyundo
That is a very good question, but I think alipata sana akiwa Alliance kusa amekuja urban.
okay.
Amekuja sasa Tao. Na I feel Alliance ni the best of the best in the country, so hiyo of course hao ilikuwa majenzi wa hiyo time sasa wako on to what's popping. So I think alipata huko actually because nikiwa around 10 years gap yetu ni 5 years each. So nikiwa 10 alikuwa 15, Brango ako 5. So mi ndo naabsorb hizo vitu zote sasa naingiza, alafu na bro yangu pia naabsorb by by default.
Alafu after Alliance alipursue career in what?
Teaching, so alienda Maseno alafu ni mwalimu.
Okay. Kusna najua pia wewe ni msee nilicheki ulisema ulipata A-?
A-.
Familia yenyu mko
kama si geography ningepata A.
Jog ilikupeleka vibaya.
Jog nilipata B. Hizo vitu zingine zote zilikuwa A-. Jog nilipata B- actually. So ilikuwa ikashukisha chwe.
Alafu seko ulikuwa gani?
Strathmore.
Ulikuwa Strath?
But nilitwa Upper Hill, so with the rest of my bandmates niko na barua ya Upper Hill, so nilikuwa naenda Upper Hill anyway. But Strath wako na system ya interviewing where they interview you before your KCPE.
Walikuwa naenda na mock results.
Unaenda na mock results, exactly. Alafu wanafanya interview yao kivyao ya maths na English. So nikapita, nikajua actually I was picked before I did my final exams. So nikaselect hiyo exacta sikusoma, nijua tu naenda shule ya nguvu, niko sawa. Budangu nao ameng'ang'ana akasema hiyo ndo shule naenda. Hata hiyo pesa tulikuwa nayo. Tulikuwa every time ilikuwa zile za wahi pesa itatoka wapi, but we made it. And honestly that school really made me who I am today in so many ways. So I'm grateful for that.
But it's interesting that somehow path zako
zimekuja tu shwe
na kina naezi they were meant to be. Imagine, because I was called to Upper Hill. I had a group in a singing group in Strathmore. Same kama kina Voice in the Light, kina BN na Chimano na Savara. So it's like it was just meant to be. Then after high school, first person I meet is BN akibeba guitar. Tao. Na hiyo time hakuna sasa alikuwa anabeba guitar at all. So mkionana ni zile za mko tu weirdo fulani.
Magik tu fulani. Then tukaenda tumeenda the same. Tulana tu from afar. We didn't even speak to each other. Then tukonana tena like I think 20 minutes after. Tuko the same audition. So zile za tukaanza tu kubonga nini. Sauti Sol ilianza hiyo siku. That very same day.
After mpatane ndio mkaenda kumita
kina park.
Mkapatana Lafika.
Okay, now we are a group, we are 4 of us.
Alafu hiyo time cause we uko na guitar, Biana uko na guitar, kina nani wako cheza ni instruments?
Uko naimba tu. Sabara alikuwa ameanza kucheza, alikuwa na hiyo ability of course ya kucheza drums, alikuwa anacheza high school, but in the band ilikuwa tu acoustic tu peke yake.
Okay. Alafu sasa ikakam ikakuaje au watatu they always sing when ikaukacha kusing?
Because I can't say I'm really a singer, to be honest. In terms of the order of talents, I'm a wholesome musician. That's what I say. Like my music knowledge is really good. So I can tell you what to sing, and I can sing the proper right notes properly. But in a group where you have 3 powerful singers, and then my role is so intensive also. If I'm composing, and it's evolved into production, into directing the band, being all those things, it's a lot in itself. So it's perfectly fine. I don't feel like, and there are many bands also, we are aping a lot of bands that time that had almost the same format. So Coldplay was the same in a way. Naitwaje hawa? Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
The name. I don't know why my mind is going blank. Queen, thank you.
Queen.
Yes, Queen. Queen. So there were many bands that were like that, and it's not that singing is everything, because in a band everyone has a role. So it's like I was very much satisfied, even sometimes overwhelmed with my role. So I'm like, imagine, it's fine, it's perfectly fine, it's not everything. Because
unajua pia unajua the hip hop group De La Soul.
Of course,
kuna Messi
very well.
Achikisa Messi doesn't rap.
Yeah.
Like wengine wana rap alafu kuna Messi who's the DJ and
yeah, exactly. Black Eyed Peas pia ilikuwa hivyo in a way. All groups are like within the band you know who does what.
Yeah.
What people think doesn't really matter.
Okay. Hiyo najua. Amiki nilikuwa nashindwa tu ni hiyo design like why you made the decision not to whatever. Was it ni decision mliamua tu sitakuwa nikiimba like kwa saizi
I didn't chase it really.
So even kwa Lazize huko imba? Is there a Sauti Sol song ulomeimba?
Not as a verse or anything like putting background sometimes here and there, when I'm arranging the song, because I usually have most of the music with me on my laptop, so as I'm mixing or stuff I can add a voice here or I tell someone sing this. Unajua, so I like the directing way more. I'm like I know what you're supposed to put here, so na direct, can you sing this, and that's about it. I don't have to do it myself.
Okay. Na hiyo nini imekuwa aje like ile like mulika mkakuaje that comfortable with each one's role like wewe utafanyaga hivi kusoja pia group unakuwaga na egos.
Exactly.
Kwa nini akuje kuwa na ego ikakuwa like I want to?
Honestly, I feel like Sauti Sol is one of a kind. Like you know how much made in heaven, to be honest. And everything just fell in place. Ile with time you know your role, you know what you're supposed to do, and you take it and you run with it. So that really helped us. Like it's just it was written in the stars, which is one of my books called Written in the Stars. It was written in the stars. It's just magic that happens. The chemistry between the four of us is just mad, has always been. Even as it shocks us sometimes, just like, wow, this is crazy. Up until today. So the chemistry within us is just mad. So it was written in the stars and it was destiny.
Alafu pia kulikuwa na history ati when you decided to kuanza kufanya solo projects zenyu, I don't know if hiyo, but kulikuwa na need for therapy. Why was why was that necessary?
I think there's always a need for therapy. There's always a need for therapy, and your time start tukisema so we had spoken about taking a break about like 2 years before COVID, for example, and saying it would be great because bro, we've only known how to hustle together since we were adults. Like we've not had any other job alone. It's always been the four of us hustling together, and we're just like, there needs to be a point where we let each other go and see what people can explore. Whether you want to take a break, whether you want to go to school, whether you want to do your own music, whatever it is. So we had already spoken about it. And now during COVID now, I think it really opened everything up and be like, okay, now there's so much happening. People are in their own space. We are way older than we were before. We are way more, like our mindsets are completely different and how we think. And we were already seeing a therapist that time. As a group and as individuals. And we spoke about it. I remember beginning of the year we spoke about it. We were all very emotional with each other. We really went deep. Tukaka chini for almost the whole day, really just talking to each other. Kila mtu aseme mali yuko. Because I don't know any, like those guys are my brothers to death. Like we love each other crazy. So when men open up ni siku mzima because atuongeangi sana. So when you get to open up, it's the whole day, and we just spoke about it. Like, let's find a way that we can, and that's why it's taken this long. Even when we said we are taking a break, we didn't fully take a break. For like 3 years we called it Alone Together, where we're still together but we're doing our own stuff. And we don't want to let go because we know what it is, and we're not really letting go, but it had to get to a point where like, okay, let's hear a pause, not a stop, a pause, and everyone does whatever they feel they need to do. So therapy was very important, to be honest, because it's good to be guided in something like that. Many bands break up because of some issues that could be resolved easily. So when we spoke about it, everyone really opened up. Everyone was very honest. What walikuwa wameshikilia vitu, and all this, of course, is confidential. And once people open up and you see someone else's perspective, you're like, now I understand and stuff. And it was just very
so there were like the therapy li expose some underlying issues
Of
that
course,
hamkuwa
everyone
mnajua?
has underlying issues.
Okay.
Everybody has underlying issues. I don't even want to say they're issues. They're just things that were just hanging there to mahali that were not resolved, or we didn't speak about them. Like any relationship,
Yeah,
those
najua,
things that are
najua.
always just there.
So
Mnaionanga tu lakini mnasema wacha tuweke hapo kwa kona.
So vile we na Bian mnakuwaga warefu nika kipafomu anasimama mbele yetu
Vitu kaa hizo. Songa huko kaa hizo.
Yeah, because I remember uliwachile series ya New Edition. I think it's New
Of course,
Edition.
I've watched it 3 times, bro.
Sio ndio get ugly mpaka kuna tama kona fight kwa stage ama kwa gani? Like they'd, you know, like in a group ni it's tricky.
It's tricky. And now groups that are actually families are even worse, man. Like groups that, because now that's your brother, that's your sister.
Yeah.
And people that you love the most, the potential of hating them the most is so, the switch is so easy, man. So easy. So if you're not really introspective and go through therapy properly, you don't want to mess things. And also we've built this for 20 years, bro. There's no way we're just going to say, you know, fuck it, we don't want to do this anymore, you know. So it's all part of the plan. Like everything is still in a way Sauti Sol led. There's so many businesses we're still doing together. We speak to each other every other day. We are actually meeting tomorrow for like the whole day. Like all these things are still happening.
Okay. But before your therapy, there's never been a situation where you guys felt like fuck it, we can't work together, we are going our own. Ilikuwa tu ni ile mtu ameshikilia kitu imfurahishi, but you still put on a face.
And it just, of course, it builds up. All these small things build up, and then COVID was just the catalyst, and be like, okay, let's sit down and actually, because I wouldn't say we didn't have issues or problems. It's not normal not to have issues within any relationship. Even you and your dog, you'll have issues.
najua hiyo. Vile Ian anasemanga him and his bitch. Okay. Na nini the reality show, whose idea was it Eugene's?
It was collective, actually. It was, how did it even start? It was during COVID. The reality shows were starting to be a thing in Kenya now. And we just wanted to give people something to watch. And also it was our way of reinventing ourselves. Because during COVID, there are no shows, no traveling, no nothing. So how do you reinvent yourself and still make money from it? So it was the kind of like a brainstorming, like, okay, a reality show would be great. We don't want to really script it. It's all very natural.
Yes.
Just showing our lives, our daily lives, and how we live, and together with our partners and everyone around us, our team, and all of that. And it was really, successful for what it was that time. We did 2-3 seasons. I can't even remember.
Because pia nakumbukaga like wife na kwa inakuja to every episode.
It was exciting even for us, because even us, we were watching them. And then Eugene was in Upper Hill with the rest of the boys. But 2 years behind. And of course they knew about him. We all knew about him and what he had done with the Young Rich. And he had done Betty Kello's also reality show at that time.
Ilikuja before
si Betty. Ya Bahati. Alifanya Bahati pia. Betty will come after sisi. Na Nameless na Wahu pia after sisi. So we're like, we interviewed like three people. Same thing with the US tour. We always interview more than one person. And we pick whoever we feel suits what we want. And doesn't mean that person is better than the other. It's
also
just,
before msettle on Eugene, kuna watu wengine pia mmeongea nao?
Three. Exactly 3 people. And we picked Eugene.
But saizi Eugene akakama kwa like part of like close na nyika.
He's become our brother.
Okay. Alafu nini kuplay guitar, like who taught you that? Because vile uko nasema you came from a strict family. Mina kunga hizo family zetu ilikuwa tu
kwanza budangu
akifanya kitu yote ingine. So ulikamaje kulana guitar? Self-trained ama?
Yes, it started self-trained. So I had the passion in high school. So ile group nilikwambia I was part of, we were 5 of us. I was playing percussions actually and singing a bit. And then there was 2 guys who were playing guitar. and I really wanted. I was like, what, this instrument is just like inanivuruta tu yani. So nikasema, hey, after high school, let's see what happens. But then destiny is just destiny, to be honest. Nikamaliza nikaenda Lyons. Tulikuwa Lyons pia na Eva some time. Nikaenda Lyons. Then I was in the class with one of my friends who was in the band with me in high school.
Okay.
Anacheza guitar. Akaniambia, "Hey bro, pale All Saints wanapeana free lessons kutoka next month. You want to go and pick whatever you want." Sema, "Hey, sawa, twende." So nikaishia. Na nikapick guitar, nikaanza kuplay, but lessons ili last kama 2 months only. Once a week. Zikaisha, so nikona basics kidogo.
Okay.
After that nikaanza tu kucheza, nikaenda KNT, nikawa Lyons, niko mashow, niko ma studio, najituma tu anywhere where there is music. And just learning from watching people playing and stuff. Afu radio sana nika tu radio on. After mzima. Ngoma inakam natafuta ngoma nyingine nakam natafuta hivyo tu.
Unataka kucheza the guitar?
Exactly.
Okay.
So self-taught, but then now I switched to after a while now, so then we formed the band, we continued playing and stuff. I'm still learning from people. Then nikaanza kwenda shule, so at the Kenya Conservatoire. So I've been on and off there for the past 7 years, but sometimes I'm off for like 2 years. I come back. So even the reason leo nimefika hiyo time nimetoka huko. Before I came here, I came from class. And when I tell people, ndo hiyo sasa. That's what everyone asks.
Shit, okay. Damn.
Nafundishwa kabisa. Because music is so extensive, bro. Like there's no point where you know everything, or you know you always, because everyone has a different style and vibe and touch and everything. So you keep learning. There's absolutely no end. Hakuna mwisho syllabus. And it's just exciting for me. It keeps me grounded, because also I have so many things going on now. Unajua, if I'm a father, I'm a husband.
A
businessman, all those things.
My titles.
What a name. Zingine unajipata una time yani ya kukaa chini na instrument yako. So hizo vitu zinani keep grounded to zile za nenda class.
So class kama hiyo, the other students there?
No, it's one-on-one.
Ni one-on-one, eh? Okay.
The best teacher ever. Anaitwa Manase.
Nafikiri unaweza kuwa distracting. Unajua umetokea hapo.
Of course. Bado ni hapo KNT, ni hapo Conservatoire.
Ni hapo KNT.
Kenya Conservatoire of Music. So bado nikiingia bado kuna watu kazi ni aje. Of course nasalimia and everything. But naingia tu straight to the class, nafanya class, natoka. Naisha. Saa zingine na come home pia. Depending on his schedule. So sometimes he can come home. So he tells me, okay, this week I can come to your house. And nakuja home, nafanya class 1 hour tu.
So now
na homework.
Kwa mtu ajui guitar kama mimi kabisa, like what is it new that maybe you are learning that you didn't?
So the thing is, it's music. I'm a musician, a wholesome musician. So we actually call it's wholesome music. It's about composition. It's about, saa zingine hata sishikangi guitar. Guitar inaweza kwa tu hapo and you're just learning about, I can't get into the depth of it because not everyone understand, but it's just wholesome music in terms of composition mostly. It really enhances so many things in my creation, in my music direction. Because this is still what that's what I'm saying. We live like an athlete. Unajua, Cristiano Ronaldo hata kosa kwenda tizi. Juu amefika mali amefika. Unajua, Messi hata kosa kwenda tizi aseme, hii wiki sitaingia kwa field. Because juu nini. So it's the same thing. You should be doing your voice lessons, you should be doing your guitar lessons, whatever instrument you're playing, and that should never ever stop. All the biggest artists, Beyonce akona a vocal coach.
Okay.
Every week akona vocal coach. Like it's just, that never stops. And I think that's one thing that maybe, I think if people really take that seriously, it can further you in so many ways. There's so many doors that have opened themselves just because I know a bit more than the person next to me.
Kusata imenikumbusha hiyo story ati when I hear stories about Bob Marley, inakuwaga one of the things that come out is the fact he was so strict with the auditions that atange find
for his band and stuff.
At so Bob ilikuwaga ati hata ile like one of the band members is just smiling ama inaka haiko in the moment, telikuwa na jam, you'd see the ugly side of Bob Marley.
Of course,
because we know umse mmoja
opportune.
kuna wase wako hivyo
uliochiwa movie
of course yeah
uliochekiaje?
ilikuwa fiti. It was nice, it was good. For what it was, to be honest, because I think they're just concentrating on his time in London. It wasn't a full documentary. I think people were expecting like a whole story about Bob from beginning. It was Iko, all those things are online, so I think they just wanted to highlight his time in London and the shift that happened from him going to this place in London and really elevating his music, and that's what really propelled him to be who he was. Evolution.
Mi nilifind ikiwa disappoint sana because I think after watching umse anaitwa nani, uliwatch Get Down ya James Brown played by Chadwick.
I was going to talk about James Brown. You said about the band and stuff. And I've watched it.
The way Chadwick they painted that picture of James Brown, but I felt like I knew him.
But that was a full documentary. This one was not. That's what people don't understand.
And that's why it's easy to disappoint.
Yeah, I know.
I know
what you mean. But now for me as a musician and as an artist, there's so many things that I picked from it that I relate to and I love that I know what they were trying to do. But I also understand when people say they expected more. And even me, that's some side of me expected more, but I feel I understand what they were trying to do. But James Brown was the most strict with his band. Unakuwa fired ukichelewa tu hivi 5 minutes fine ukichelewa sijui 5 times out. Yani everyone was just replaceable for him and he never used to joke like those.
Because talking of musicians and documentaries, I watch Searching for Sugar Man. Because I knew you'd love that one. There's a musician
2012
called Roberto Rodriguez ama Robert Rodriguez. Sixto Rodriguez. So there's this musician alikuwa based in the US and he'd been signed. Najua siku lazima ungesainiwa. So he was signed to a lot of like a record label. Aka-release 2 albums and these albums flopped in the US. But somehow someone took the albums akaenda nazo SA. And in SA this guy was a
South Africa
mega superstar. Yes, so like apartheid South Africa.
Okay,
so he's a mega superstar. Hakuna internet mega like akitokea SA anajaza stadium. So mpaka ati the myth in SA was ati juu walikuwa nashinda kwa nini wamsikiagi on American radio. So stories, he went on stage, poured gas on himself and lit himself on fire and died. So the story. But sasa the record label wanapata royalties from SA, but hawamwambii. So msana pataga tu do like consistently gets a lot of money but never says anything, but it's a lot because he's on heavy rotation and what. So eventually ndio a documentarian wa SA akaenda nini Senator Searching for Sugar Man because he had a song called Sugar Man. So ndio eventually anampata yuko like hey buda uko alive, unajua kula ni superstar. So he ended up doing like concerts alicheza stadium sindio?
Because the first time we went back to SA was 1998. And then the kids walikuwa na trauma because they were living poor in Detroit.
What?
So nakamkuambia over the holidays my dad was booked, tulikuwa nakaa kwa 5-star hotels.
That's mad.
Tulichukuliwa na maconvoy. Sana jua naenda kuna kupatiana hizi story kwa ghetto ya US. Anafanya imechizi.
Ataitwa nani?
Searching for Sugar Man. Sixto Rodriguez.
I think it won an Oscar.
It won an Oscar. The documentary won an Oscar. Utaienjoy sana.
Juzi tu imemshida Oscar ama
2010 like 2012. Okay.
Oh nice. Yeah, please. Aki please nitumie hiyo.
But now
those are my things.
But it gets more fucked up because is it the documentarian? Pia commit suicide after that.
Really?
What?
Why? Like it's just a dark story full of dark.
Where is this documentary on YouTube or?
I think
actually I came around it. Tulikuwa si nani Alliance walikuwa na premiere this music year. Movie week something. So naenda naambia Mwaf, you need to check this documentary.
Searching for Sugar
Man. So yalieka alafu akaocha usiku and it took like fuck.
Yoku ni kali. Wacheki kwa
European Film Festival.
Rotten Tomatoes unaona 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like Searching for Sugar Man. So it's that guy. So we try to imagine uko pale umesota na kuna msana ingiza dona jina yako alafu on top of that in another country unafaa kunajaza stadiums.
Na imagine any time bila internet. So even now internet. Kuna time nilienda nikiwa where was I? Mauritius. Nimeenda honeymoon sasa after wedding yetu, right?
Yeah.
Na wife. nasikia ngoma ya Arrow Boy inachezwa watu wanaimba word for word na shanga how so sijui nilimtext ama nilifanya nini ama nikuuliza someone around his team wakasema hiyo ngoma imehit huko hata juzi sijui 2 months ago alikuwa huko amejaza crazy watu wanaimba like mad so mziki inatembea bro na nipo sasa tuko na algorithms at least unaweza enda uone mziki yangu inachezwa wapi because sometimes hata sisi kama Sauti Sol nikienda kwa algorithm sometimes naona kama Lagos iko higher than Nairobi. Imagine
that's interesting. Okay.
I'm like wow how
in my mind I always assume that Nigeria don't fuck with music from outside Nigeria.
In fact for Sauti Sol Nigeria is number 1.
Okay. Na performance nini like concerts mshafanya huko
zimekuaje? Tunafanya concerts kadhaa. I think also ni zile collaboration kadhaa tulifanya na akina Pat Rankin, Yemi, Tiwa, all of those. So I think once they discover you, they want to know more about you. Like, hey, who are these guys? Who are this? Burna Boy, Marambili. So they want to restore on a side. So Lagos is way up there. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Kama unapata sijui Germany. Kama we tour Germany, we do 4 cities and they're all sold out. All of them. Sold out. Like the first cities to be sold out, push Germany very quickly. 4 of them. Yet the other countries, we can only do 1 city. 2 at most.
Because the Germans mtu associate you nini the culture na
unastukia unashanga how come so I don't know music is just magical to be honest some things you can't explain.
Alafu nini like being an author, was it something that you always wanted to do?
Actually funny enough yes, even as a kid I used to write a lot of stories. Poetry was my thing in primary and in high school. So how now this has come to be in a different way where now I'm writing books for kids through Soul Kids, which I formed with my bandmates and wonderful lady called Melissa Wahu. It's just now we're doing Alone Together and I'm doing my first project. I dedicated it to my son and around fatherhood. And it was a wholesome project that had music and content for kids. And books was the first thing to do. So we wrote every song in the album called Father Studies has a book.
Okay.
Every song is a story actually. That's how I wrote the music. Every song is a story. So we co-wrote with Melissa and the books 3 are out and the best-selling kids books in the country, so I'm happy.
Okay. Ni wa bestseller. Okay. Alafu
author.
Jina yenyewe muisoma kama Sulwe, but naona ukinenu unasema Sulwe. Hakuna W. Sulwe tu SULWE. Hakuna U. But when you're singing you don't put a U up.
It depends on I mean unajua ni freedom ya muziki.
Ya muziki because kuna things
you can bend the right.
Kuna unasikia gani kwa umsema ongeza ka
Sulwe. Sulwe. Hata usema Sulwe bill without the U, the U is still somehow there. Sulwe.
Na nani akona something close to that also?
Nani? Lupita kuna book inaitwa Sulwe, yes. Which is Sule in that book is a girl. So my kid is a boy. But Sule is just a Luo name.
It's now a new.
But it's kind of people have never used it to name kids as much. But now it's really starting. Like now I think I know 2 other Sulues already. So but for me actually I got it from one of my favorite artists and good friend called Winyo.
Winyo.
But
Winyo alienda wapi?
Yuko bado kabisa.
Okay.
Tunafanya project na yeye ya kijaka tu full. But he has a song called Sulwe from his previous band called Rateng. And that's one of our favorite songs, man. So tulikuwa tunasikiza when Sule was about to come into the world. Because me and my wife had a home birth.
Check your story.
So tulikuwa na playlist. Kuna playlist kwa hao and we were big fans of Winyo. So we were just playing. And we're just like, actually, let's name him Sulwe. It's a beautiful name.
Okay. So band inaitwa Rateng.
Rateng.
Rateng kumeniambia ni nini?
Try kuonaje. Najamu try kuonaga hii anje hizi vitu.
Rateng.
Hiyo naweza kwambia speaker ni Rateng.
Black.
Oh, okay.
Your headphones, everything.
Yeah.
All black, everything.
Rating. Lazima weke hiyo rating.
Yeah. So hii story ya childbirth ulia kufanya kwa how muliamwaje na mko mnogopa because that was the first time the two of you are dealing with that.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's our only child. Yeah. This was in 2020. Thick in COVID. So it was just a decision we came. So we got a doula. So watu wanajua doula ni nini?
Midwife ama?
Yeah, kuna midwife na kuna doula. Doula mostly prepares you for childbirth, especially if it's your first time. So yeah, vitu tunapitia kama like it's kind of like going to your gyna, but this one is more about your well-being, because yeah, I mean gyna would still about your well-being, of course. Yeah, and no one should come for me for this. But I feel the doula is way more involved, way more personal. Because gyna inaweza kuwa tu check up, which is also needed and everything. But the doula is like, okay, so what do you want to do in terms of the birth? You want to do a C-section, this is what the implications are. You want to do a birth in the hospital, natural, this is how it is, this is what happens. You want to do a home birth and everything. So we weighed everything and we felt home birth is what worked best for us at that point in time, especially. And we really wanted our midwife to be there with us, but COVID rules at that time did not allow more than one person to be in the room with whoever is giving birth. So the midwife was very experienced, had been at Aga Khan for like 19 years, and branched out to do now her own stuff, midwife stuff, and gave us a track record of everything. But literally, it's the hospital. She brings the hospital to the house.
Oh, okay.
It's the full thing in the house. There's an ambulance outside 24/7. In case of a medical emergency, because giving birth is not a medical emergency.
Yes.
It's a natural sickness. Yeah, it's not a sickness. Exactly. So everything was there ready, and we're very comfortable. Labor my wife was in labor for 36 hours.
Shit, that's long.
We saw 2 sunrises, bro. Hivi tu na tuko macho hawezi lala.
Najuaga
2 sunrises. So it's a water bath in the nini. So there's like an inflated bath, and the water in there has to be
certain temperature.
Yes, has to be body temperature, which is 36, 38, 37.
So how's that done?
Throughout. Sasa hapo ndo kazi ya mwanaume. You have to keep changing. Because she has to be inside.
Yes.
Especially if she's contracting, she has to be inside so that the baby comes out in that environment. So you have to be the one now to remove and refill hot water all the time. So uko naenda na sufuria is the best way because it's huge. Na kettle nayo utaumia na steamer pia bila steam and everything. So you boil the water, unatoa unaweka, unatoa hivyo na unacheki temperature all the time. So I did that for 36 hours.
Okay. Alafu na nini during your birth, because nasemekana right now women struggle with it because wanazaa hivi. So hiyo nini
exactly, that's natural. Unakatu
a different position now. You have to face,
you have to like your
squat
in a way. Yes,
it's squat in a way.
Yeah,
you try kutumia pia gravity and everything.
Yeah, that's the best position.
In sports. Bet on sports with LINEBET.
Modern way though, it's just modern medicine that has brought that. They have their reasons. I mean, I'm not a medical practitioner, sorry. I'm sure there's reasons for laying on the bed that way, but it's not the natural position. Vitu mingi si natural, hata kudenki si natural position.
Najua
really? No, you should be tilted because your appendix it curves like this. So if you seated like this, you hinder a lot of bowel movement. So either you raise or wama kwa pit latrine. Watu pit latrine ndo wanaenjoy. Ndo wanaenjoy kudenki.
na sasa nini after mtoi kuzaliwa au kuamua kudu an ombachi kwa a swim kidogo?
So funny enough, actually, what happened is, with all that time, 36 hours kwa your artificial birth, you know, in 37 degrees is so hot.
Yeah.
So wife amechoka nayo pia. So it's like she's in, she's out, she's in, she's out. It's like, it's annoying. Akasema, fuck this. She felt like she needed a new environment. So akaenda kwa bedroom. Hiyo nini kwa tabi kwa living room. So akaenda kwa bedroom akasema, anafeel kama atakuwa kwanza ilikuwa kwa bed kwanza. Squatting position kwa bed. Sijui nini kafanya. Unajua hiyo time mazee ni kama hawafikiri yani
because the amount of pain
pain and just exhaustion pia jalala at all. Akasema yake enda kwa floor. Squatting position na hapo ndio mtu alitoka.
Okay.
So alizaliwa tu kwa floor hata si kwa maji. All that time. So hiyo kazi yote ya all went to waste.
Ilikuwa ni teasy workout.
Bro, where it was every maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You have to keep filling it up. So mtu akakam midwife ndo akamreceive wa kwanza. Akamchukua. Then akanipatia as my wife is recuperating, lying, now she went to the bed to lie to remove the placenta. So I'm with the baby skin to skin. I mean, I was topless. I'm always topless. But of course with everything that's happening at that point, bro, staki hakuna time ya kuvaa tisho. So nikambeba nikamshikilia hapa. Akalia kama kawaida, alafu akaacha, so akaanza kuadapt into the environment nini. Nikambeba then nikapatia wife after a while. So it was so emotional. Lakini bro, acha nikwambie, mtu alitoka hivi. Ile kilio ilitoka kwangu. Uncontrollable. Mimi I've never experienced anything like that. Like I was just, because I feel unajua birth, the whole pregnancy period, the mother has a connection with the child. The whole time. When you're outsider, of course you are part of the whole the beginning, but you're an outsider, so you don't have that connection yet. So venye alitoka hivi ndo zile sasa inani hit sasa ile ya what the hell, like this is a whole human thing. And I wailed like a baby.
Okay.
Nililia before mto yali.
Because mimi nilikuwa tu nimeshtuka because I was there na it was like whatever. So me yangu happen kwa hosi. So like one of the scary things was seeing the baby akitokea alafu akachukua makasi wakaenda kukata pale ndio mtoi atoke vizuri.
Hata mimi nilikata hiyo nini umbilical cord. So ukiwa kwa hawa at least midwife anakuambia you have that, you know, anakuambia shika makasi kata hapa.
Same as a different cord,
my guy. Watu wengi watashika hiyo.
Alafu nini, what happens to the placenta hiyo time? Haukuamua tu
kuweka kwa fridge tukule baadaye?
Inafaa kudishiwa.
I know, really? I am a hippie. Wase udishi.
Inafaa kudishiwa kwanza raw.
Wase udishi.
Apparently there's some very good whatever.
Placenta is extremely healthy. Even in animals, that's what do you think hata dogi na kula firstborn, for example?
Ujaichikipia ng'ombe ukula placenta yake? Like it
that's
helps
the natural
healing,
way, to be honest. Hatu kukula lakini, but animals do that.
Animals do
all
that.
Of them. And we are
and nowadays
intelligent animals.
Nafaa kudishiwa raw nini with what?
Sausage. You details.
Yes,
kama sandwich.
But inafaa kudishiwa raw. So hata nini, if I'm not wrong, nani hakudishi yake, but ali
keep kwa fridge.
Ali keep alafu akaituma sijui essay. Who did I hear that?
Akauza.
Pinky. Pinky I think
it's preserved.
Just stem cell research that this can help the kid later in life.
So
alafu inaenda kustoiwa. So baadaye wanaweza try kudo hiyo stem cell nini kugrow organs and what. So you know the way technology is changing, we never know.
Stem cells are everything now, bro. Placenta usitupe.
Umetupa mbili.
Natasaidia mtoto wako. Umetupa mbili tayari. Next one usitupe. Fanya research.
Because I think hata nini, kuna watu wanasema like the more kuna advance hivi, even burial as we know it inaenda kuchange.
Yes.
Because like watu wamedaianga watakuwa wakibariwa without a lot of organs because hizo organs
zinatumika for
other people so medidi pale jo
so kida immediately to zikiwa fresh preserve
because if they remove the intestines jo kuna zenye utolewa like why do they leave zenye zinaweza saidia afterwards, you know.
Yep.
But ukiacha organ donation ikiwa open hivyo pia inaweza kuwa riski jo manza chinjwa jo
kabisa lakini sasa hiyo story by the story ya birth nakumbuka we were so concerned ile ya how will we tell our parents because unajua pia ni factor tuko tumeconsider ile ya wasa nikiambia mother na buda wazee watafikiriaje nini so nilikuwa nimeshikilia mpaka the last minute so mother ile amekam so unajua mother anakamigi support time ya birth akakuja kwa hao so anauliza so when are you packing for the hospital
sema no hospital
tu hey mom kuna vile so nikamkalisha chini nikamwambia this is what we decided we've researched this is what we feel is best for us at this point nini so alikuwa tu akanyamaza tu for a while akasema okay and have you told your father kaambia si uko hapa nimekwambia wewe kwanza then I'll tell dad sema sawa so we called my dad and funny enough sometimes when you're told the what is the quote hata niliweka juzi on the other side of fear is what you're really looking for in life sometimes you're just scared you're like I can't share this what will happen I told my dad was like mi nilizaliwa chini ya mti I know this thing literally that's what he said it's like and if you're doing it in a way that still has that but it's still very safe because unajua there are times it was just like just things go mtu uzi na sindano hapo na kato makasi sijui what but yeah anasema if everything is proper and you're doing that in a proper environment you know what you're doing you're an adult I respect you do it
okay and then kitu kama hii have home birth how long do you go for those now vaccinations sikuna zile vaccinations waga needed like immediately ama
for the kid you mean
yeah
of course see it's the same thing so they just say where was your kid born so it was a home birth so you get a certificate for that even birth certificate there's a way they prepare it it doesn't have to be through the hospital kuna system already that allows for that for you to be able to get because hata biana alizaliwa kwa gari by the way alizaliwa kwa gari hapo Nyayo
the street kid from
exactly so kuna hizo moments zenye certificate hizi kwa bound to you being born in hospital so they actually
azizi mimi kwa nasema vaccinations
hata vaccination right after kawaida tu like other kids same
okay
and she has everything there and literally amekuja na hosi like our living room was just boxes and stuff inje kuna ambulance amekatwa hapo inje wako ready things that we need from the ambulance anaenda nachukua
na hiyo inaenda up in the long run it's more expensive than hosi
it's way cheaper actually it's way cheaper
kwani ambulance hapo inje si domo
the ambulance is so cheap you can do a thing for a year I think was like 3k to have I don't know how many calls for an ambulance emergency calls I think there was an offer or something but regularly I think it's like 5k to get I don't know how many number of calls that you can have in a year so it's only vitu tu we don't really know hata si hatukujua up until that point because ile za so we can use it for something else like you can use it
na sa mlifanyaga hii home birth journey mkontrai kuwa hippies ama it was like was there
it was similar to gauging everything that was happening at that time number one
ama covid
number one number two also it was kind of personal because your time things were tight for everyone even money wise and insurances do not kama ujachukua insurance yako health before ukwe pregnant they don't cater for the pregnancy
okay
so wezi ati damn tumepata ball acha tuchukue insurance they won't cater for it
so inafaa kwa way before ama insurance ile uko nayo kama haina pregnancy option you can't do it because you've gotten pregnant it has to be part of the plan which sucks na mtoi akizaliwa a few months before because kuna mtoi anizaliwa premature si watasema this is less than 9 months
watafanya they won't cater for anything it's really I don't know what kind of system that is I hope there's improvements that are going to happen with some insurance companies or maybe there already have been some developments but at that time at least the one we were using, they were not doing that. So ni tuko na two options because zile za yes it happen, all these things, you kitaka epidural, because also my wife, the pain threshold is very low, or used to be. So nzile za alikuwa ready, anasema epidural atafanya, and all of that, which of course I'm not against, just principle, whatever it is that you want to do. And then we just see, so like everything like that, how much it will come to and everything, and also the restrictions of in the hospital, and at that time it was just there's so much going on, risk also of getting COVID at that time. So we're like, okay, home birth, what does that look like? Tukaona ikona yenyewe inaweza waka, na pia tukawatch I mean they're broken up now, but
Calabash
bas
iko ni the green Calabash kuzuzo nilikuwa nazicheki kijua hiyo alikuwa nani,
so hiyo pia to inspire pia sana zile za okay, it's doable. So actually that put a stamp on it like this, and we're like, this is what you're going to do.
Okay kuzi story yako insurance imenikumbusha zile ads za KBC anga zile ma ads za je mnapanga kupata mtoto chukua bima ya whatever, alafu wanaonyesha the actors, mpenzi kabla tutengeneze mtoto wacha tuende hospital.
Hata sikumbuki hizo, but ni kweli that's exactly what they do. That's exactly, because you have to be before and say this is it costs more money, of course, but unajua you don't want to spend more money if you don't know the situation. So I don't know if it's like that all over the world in terms of insurance companies, but that's what it is. Okay, so saizi mtoiko how old? Ako 3.5 almost 4 in September.
Ni boy chaos kwa keja ama ametulia?
A mix. But si chaos, I can't say he's chaos. He's just chill. He's a very happy boy. Very intelligent also. What I've come like, he picks things very quickly, but pia watoto siku hizi pia wanashika vitu so fast anyway. So he's the funniest. In fact, he's the same as my father. He's sarcastic like hell.
Oh, that's good. At that early age, that's really good.
So that's it's a form of he's witty, he's intelligent. So he's the love of my life, really. Napenda sana.
Because hiyo imenikumbusha vitu. Reason nimekuuliza hiyo ni mtu wa bro shaipatiwa kwa Apple kainini mara moja hivi. Kasema just fry Apple. The next thing John is screen. Hurra! Kapasua screen ya TV.
Apple
so
TV.
You know there's that Apple TV. So kuna hiyo there are those kids who whatever. Like mpaka mimi kuna time naja move nini, cause now I'm an electronics person yani. So yana nanijuaga. So naheshimu TV to a certain level that hata ikikuimagine kipata mtu ya pili alafu avunje hii TV Jona.
Actually they go for what you love most.
Of course.
Because anaonanga like ndio kitu
inachukua attention from me.
Let me knock it up.
But it's like that. Umepata so right, because anaona any competition. Kwa simu the whole time hiyo simu ndo ndachukua na nivunje, because it's
uchukua naenda na kapale kwa choo. So maybe unaenda kupiuna na your phone
ina hang tu unashanga nani wamedenki ya black alikula nini kumbe ni simu yako.
Because I think like one of the things tukiangalia fatherhood and what we look at the two rosy part na sawa, kuna this part where a kid is just evil. Uzatoka kwa kejo kampati amepaint, kulikuwa na paint ulikuwa umeacha,
but I took it from nowhere. It doesn't come, it's an environment that you create for the kid. It doesn't come from anywhere. Si ati mtu ya alizaliwa hivyo. No kid is born like that. Ni environment ile unampatia.
Basi pia kuna ile curiosity. That's what I'm saying, like
of course ile kuchora kwa wall,
kuchora kwa wall, kuchafua,
kuweka nini, kuweka glasses kwa passport.
Kurarua hata passport yako ile flavor bro, kuna vitu anaweza fanya tu kwa zile za
so hizo documents lazima ziweke lazima ujue like humans as the animals we are, hatukuwa tunafaa kuwa around a lot of stuff, tume-evolve tukaend up na hizi, so you have to
but funny enough nature. Now for me I do it the opposite way, because again I'm a gadgets guy. I have things in the guitars, studio, speakers, nini ziko tu kwa how to all over. But he grew up with that and he knows najua hii space ni ya daddy, hii sifai kushika, na mwambia tu hii ushike hii, na nasikia hii laptop acha, so naweza acha tu laptop hapo juu ya meza. Ameamka asubuhi amekula breakfast yake vizuri, narudi na let's say I had a long night, nimeamka around maybe 9 hivi naenda na pata tu kila kitu iko in place, hajafanya anything. Na kiita watu iko hao anaambia don't touch this, is for daddy, don't touch. Guitars na watu hapo hajai haribu anything for now. So sometimes ni kama kwa na dogi pia, sometimes ukificha vitu mingi wako na curiosity, but ile wakijua unajua hapa ama vitu kama hata vitu kama masweet ama cookies, anajuanga hii cookie ni ya leo, nachukua moja, kesho nachukua ingine, na naiona ndio ile. Lakini ile ukificha ile ya kila saa hiyo ni atakula box mzima
kwa kupata opportunity.
So well, that's my way of doing, but of course
alafu of course uko na nini show ina come up?
Niko na show mazee, niko na show Waterfront into the fancy experience. The reason I'm calling it the fancy experience is because it's more than just a concert.
Okay.
Ni experiential, ni guys immersing people into my world as Fancy Fingers. There'll be a lot going on in there. So that's on the 27th of April. I'll be launching my now proper concert for the Love Language album.
Okay.
I'm trying to get all those artists to come. Well, the ones based in Kenya will be there. They've already confirmed. There'll be opening acts there as well. It'll just be a really amazing time. 27th of April. Tickets ziko Hustle Sasa. fancyfingers.hustlesasa.shop on the 27th of April.
Okay. So kuna zile mnazitanga nini? Kuna Alibad ama?
Alibad inaisha leo actually, I think. Inaisha leo Eid, from tomorrow ni advance, but imepanda tu by sotano, so it's not anything crazy.
Okay.
So advance ni 25. Kuna VIP pia ni 75.
Okay. Alafu majuzi kulikuwa na hii video ilikuwa na trend yako ukiwa ulikuwa umeenda Black Market.
BMR. Ilikuwa tu last week actually. Ilikuwa last week. When is it? Ilikuwa ile ingine, it was the other week. So I mean, I'm a huge fan of those boys, to be honest. Just that whole crew. And nimekuwa nikiongea na request nikisema, hey mazi bro, nataka kukam. Naweza come siku gani? Sema, it's an open door, come anytime. So nimekuwa tu na vitu mob last year, so Soul took over, we had a lot of things. Na nilikuwa tu na vitu ready, nikasema okay. And I'm coming this year, tukabook date, nikaenda. Ilikuwa vibe bro, ilinipeleka yani just really nice moments of my life, to be honest. Wasi wako too free. Studio iko poa, the very talented young kids. So tumechill tu, tuna vibe, tunaongeleshana, tunacheza muziki hapo. So hiyo video ina trend was actually a moment that we had not planned at all. So mimi nawachezea kuna track sasa yenye na trend. The beats ni kitu nilikuwa nimetengeneza nikisema hii nitengeneza 2 years ago. Nikisema hii is proper for this kind of artists. It's proper. So nikaikumbuka, hata nilikuwa nimesahau. Nikafanya tu hivi play. Akwambia maboys wakaingia. Yani it was such a magical moment. Nimeza tu hivi wakaanza tu kuingia. Kudade mina dudeda. Nene. Iko tu what are you saying? What are those words? Mimi sijui. Shangi imenipita shwe. Ile shangi mimi najua sasa najua. So mazi, it was just a really special moment. Mwenye shoot video ako hapa. Some capture. And hiyo moment tu nikasema okay, wacha ni post. Na nikapost midnight on Saturday. Was it Saturday or Friday, I think? Midnight. So wacha ni post tu nikienda kulala. Bro, nimeamka yani I've never received. Sijaona vitu crazy kama hiyo yani. With Sauti Sol nimeona, lakini personal myself I've never seen such madness on my TikTok, on my Instagram, on my WhatsApp. I was like, yani Wakenya wanataka tu ku have a good time. Kudance na kupata hit song ingine yenye wataimba the whole year. So it was just a special moment. So naenda kurekod sa ngoma properly. Properly tuna record alafu to release.
So mtairekodi tu hapo bado
hapo BMR tu. Hapo kwao
alafu pia kuna ile nini kwa maana used to draw, used to paint, you still do it ama uliacha kabisa?
Inaniumizanga by the I used to draw and paint. Our house used to have like paintings tu zangu tu zenye nimepaint, like the whole house around. My brother also picked it up from me. But I haven't painted in a long time. I remember actually my wife got me a present. Together to kudate, nikamwambia story. I think when 2 years into dating, akanibuy a whole like set for painting. I did one thing. I actually drew a portrait of her.
Yeah.
Na sijairudia tena really. So I really want, because it really used to calm me down. I'd spend the whole day painting and drawing as well.
Okay.
But yeah, lazima nirudi for sure. I'll come back to it 100%.
Yeah, because that's like one of those. Alafu nini kuita guitar Cecilia, how did that come up?
Cecilia was my first ever guitar.
Yeah.
A red wine color guitar. Budangu alinipea do, memaliza high school, shika pesa endo nunue simu, ndo usipige maraundi hatujui kwa wapi.
Yeah.
Nikapewa 3-5 actually. Nikasema hii mi simu sihitaji sana. Mi si mtu wa kuzurura. Nikaenda kwa shop, nikaangalia guitar kwa hiyo price, nikabuy, and that was my first guitar. Nikarudi nayo home, budangu akanicheka. Sarcastic zile tu, you boy, what is this? So that was my first guitar. I learned with it. That's what I started with, and I still have it. So nilipeana actually, ilizunguka kwa wasanii actually bado wako sahi. Watenda Willy Onyach alikuwa nayo akiwa mtoi. After nimemalizana nayo in a way. Kuna boy mwingine amesahau jina yake pia alikuwa nayo. Alafu again my wife looked for it for one of my birthdays. Akai-track down, akaipata. Akaniletea. Bro, nilikuwa so emotional, yani kwa zile za yani this is where I started. So even the story around that now is now I'm making my own line of guitars.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because there's no brand that is African that is making instruments, imagine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and all the wood comes from here. All the expertise is here. And being now the kind of brand that I am, I want to now get into... Actually, it's been a dream for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, I used to make guitars, as I said, with Kasuku teens and stuff. And how I got to play the guitar. And now I'm like, okay, I need to take this further. So I'm making a whole new brand of guitars, partnering with one of the biggest company that provides parts for guitars in the world. So I provide Fender, Martin, all the big guitar companies. So I'm with them. We've already signed a contract together, and I'm actually launching at the concert on the 27th.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Okay. So Cecilia, mi nilikuwa nafikiri utaniambia Cecilia. Because around the same time Miss Kenya kwa Cecilia.
So actually Cecilia came from, so there's a song, venye tulikuwa na learn my songs nikiplay kwa guitar kwa radio. Kuna ngoma by... What's his name? I think it was Paul Simon. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking like na.
Okay.
So I've forgotten the words. Yeah. Okay. I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please come back home or something like that.
Oh, I remember that.
Bas. Mtu atene ndo hiyo sasa.
Thanks.
So yeah, I have names for all my guitars. Cecilia, kuna Blackie, kuna Dorothy, kuna nani mwingine. Kuna tu majina mingi. So, I have like
kuzungona fikini feminine names, but sana nimesikia umeongeza Blackie ni boy.
Blackie ni Blackie tu, ni guitar tu, ni Rateng.
Yes, nasema like
inaweza kwa boy.
Inaweza kwa boy,
so that was like one of my only time sasa sold kianza kupick up. Only by Europe sasa. People knew me actually for that black guitar because there was no one who had that black acoustic guitar in the country. So people knew me for it. So actually I have 2 of them that were black. One I gave to my brother. He still has it, and one I have it currently.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a Blackie wawili.
Yeah,
man.
Okay. Alafu nini ikikam to ile story wopatiana pia, one of the funny stories we gave was kununua brute. Mupenda kusana kuenjoy brute. Hata sikumbuki ile brute unyesha. Yani unini usmell. But I remember it was
the smell. Actually,
it was brutal.
It was brutal.
Yeah, so
bado ziko, ndio?
Yeah, bado ziko. So mushina nikijoke jazo hapa. Nikisema vile utapata mtu ampigilia brute na nini anasumbua huku nje, kumbe ulikuwa mtu wa brute.
Nilikuwa mtu wa brute mazee. Nikimaliza tu high school hivi, unajua sasa umekuwa umeenda kwa streets sasa proper maliza high school na you need to look nice, smell nice for the ladies and stuff. So I knew about brute. Nikiingia tu kwa super mesora. hapo Buru. Nikaangalia tu Brut ilikuwa kama 1500 or something.
Yeah, ilikuwa guys by hivyo.
I think so.
That's a lot of money, man.
I think it was like 1500, yeah. Ile kubwa. Jaluo lazima unaone big things. Big things. Nikabuy Brut. Nikaspray tu kwa hao na jangala tu kwa mira hivi nikimake my hair and stuff. So of course our parents sijui kabudako alikuwa anatumia cologne. Alikuwa anatumia cologne?
I don't think so.
Budako Z. Yeah, so hiyo ni something very new to them. So zile za wewe nini hizo najipaka sasa? What are those? You know, so it was a very funny moment. Zile za mazele kwa almost an condemn, mbona napaka hizo vitu wewe? Hapana, do not do that. They say, daddy, but see, just times have changed. This is how we smell good, you know. As young boys, I want to smell nice. Like if you smell sweaty and all the time. Kisema haya sawa, maisha ni yako, jipake, lakini nilispray mob. Because of course no one is guiding you, you know. Also being a firstborn son, mimi naweza guide brother yangu on things like those. Hakuna mtu immediate anakupeleka around na kushika mkono akwambia hivi ndo kuna kuanga hivi. So I had to learn so many things by myself first, and then now translate that to my bro. So,
I think was anaelewa cause nakumkata nikuwa naenjoy uia namwambia jua my nephew, have this nephew of mine who I always buy him deodorant na inaisha haraka na ije nimekia sense. Shinakuwa like you have hiyo ichape tu story kuisha.
Ukitaka kurefresh baadaye refresh.
Ini dio tasi perfume na inaisha haraka na shidwa.
Mimi nasema perfume ya Brut ndo buy.
Wewe ulibuy perfume ya Brut but nasema sasa pia dio ifai kuisha haraka. But so utapata mimi ni msee iko aiye jatosha. So it's just layers of whatever. Okay. Alafu nini your project yako, so I think tuliwanga jake kwa one of the lives
Friday. It was last Friday.
Unajua kwa YouTube yangu kuna sana kama wanasema iko nini imenileta hapa. Unapata comments kama maybe 15 hivi. Wasema kama iko nini brought me here. I'm so happy I've discovered this.
Because we were talking about the album
and the collaborations.
And the collaborations, of course nikasema like the first song ile ni hit kabisa ni Raspi. Of course we 1 in a million na Karun, it's crazy. Like every project is nini. So of course Azinia tunamjua. So hii ngoma ya Femi One ndio nilikuwa naenjoy wasenaambia like Femi is so hardcore. That even when she becomes sexy we can't see past her hardcoreness. Hiyo tulikuwa na joke nasema like good damn hardcore mpaka sasa mechi imeanza tuko mechi gani
mechi amego in lakini hiyo verse yake alinitumia hiyo verse na kwambia bro nilisimamisha gari, nilikuwa na drive nikasikiza nikasimamisha gari nikasema tu wow. Ni mwandishi
kuna ile inasema kinipenda unaweza nipendua that's some ish.
It's crazy. Yani, it's really dope. What's your favorite in the album?
What's my favorite? I'd say Set Me Free. Because of Raspi, but still Show Me Love just sounds another way. You come to that hype, really hype, whatever. But of course 1 in a million namba mkichapa mathematics na Karun, that was dope.
Numbers guy.
It's a really dope nini project.
Asante man, asante.
Alafu sasa mimi najua nichukua time because hata nikiangalia like the artwork I had not noticed it's girls. Tili nimesikiza mara kadhaa ndio niko like
ni madem peke yake
all girls. Sasa eventually unajua ukishasikia ndio unakaa mnaangalia mpaka artwork na notice it's
ni madem wote.
But it was really dope project.
Asante, shukran.
Potluck pia ilikuwa interesting. Ilikuwa ni Potluck instrumentals.
Ni Afro Lo-Fi. So unajua I have many faces of Fancy Fingers. Kuna guitarist which is now Potluck, which also has, so all of them are within each other but there's always one leading. So this one, the one leading is guitarist, but then there's production also in there, and it's a new genre that is now actually existing, Afro Lo-Fi. So it's just chill music, you know, it has its own audience, and I want to do so many of those. And then now Love Language is now my artist face being at the top, but of course there's still my guitarist side, my production, because I produced everything there. You know, so it's always one thing leading and then the others now behind. So because I have so many projects, bro, like even on my phone. I even play for my team. They're like, hey, when is this coming out? I have a lot, so I'm just trying to release them and I'm still recording after in the studio. So,
okay. After chiki from Sauti Sol, I noticed one thing. Mmekuwa mkiwork na Zinia for long,
Zinia, I knew her when she was 12.
Oh, okay.
She 12 or 14. Yeah, 12 I think. We went to Aga Khan in Mombasa, the school, for some event, and she was one of the organizers wa shule. Ile shule inapatia watu event wa organize. And then that's when we met her. And then after high school akaanza kuimbia, nikamwona kimba na kazi. Mimi nilikuwa nachezea kazi kitambo. Na pia Biana alikuimbia kazi kitambo. Long time ago, 15 years ago I think. So kuuliza kazi, mtu ni nani? Ana sound fiti. So tukajana since that time. Then album zetu zote za Midnight Train, all our first solo albums, Zinia and Lisa were the backups in all those songs. So ni mtu andani kabisa.
Okay. But Buddha tumeshukuru. So vile umesema mpataneni 27th Waterfront. Yeah man, 27th itakuwa poa sana mazi. There'll be so many acts there. Maybe kutadate itakuwa imetoka. Watu wa kudade wakuje, watu wa love language wakuje, watu everyone just come. It's gonna be a vibe, crazy vibe. Of course kwa watu wajasikiza nini love language. It's on all DSPs. Really dope album.
Zote, yes man.
It's an album imefanya nimeregret. Majuzi nimeuzia Ian my headphones. Then I bought new ones. Then the new ones disappointed me.
Nijumezoea hiyo sound ingine by the way. Zoea tu. So kuna hiyo, but nilimrecommend you, niko sure it sounds crazy because sometimes you just want to immerse yourself
in the music.
No, it's a brilliant album to be honest. I love it too.
So vile mesikia iko kwa all DSPs, but you may check out. So good. Asante
shukran.
Thank you.
Asante
297.
Asante 297.
297 tumezifanya mingi. So that's like 99 shows 3 times.
That's mad.
That's a lot of
sana yani hizo zote.
Kuna zile za 1 hour. But kuna zile za 4 hours. Like kuna zile ilikuwa ni ule journalist anaitwa nani? Enoxikolia.
For end.
Alitupeleka kwa materrorist na mpaka msia. Like so it was
line of
extensive. Noma.
But tunashukuru
hata nyinyi mnafanya kazi poa sana by the nashukuru sana kuna it elevates this kind of things, elevates the industry pia sana.
And that's also courtesy of waseka nyinyi kutupatia time yenyu, so tunashukuru. Lazima tusaidiane
anytime.
The engine the machine has to
keep running.
Keep running. So kama kawaida, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tukimalizia 297 tukisema Iko Nini.